Hello, and thank you so much everyone for joining me today for Kineo Totara office hours. A little bit about myself. My name is Taylor Craig, and I am the Learning Platform Specialist here at Kineo. So my job includes training our existing clients, training brand new clients, working with our sales folks to make sure that Totara does in fact actually fit the needs of those individuals, and quite a few other tasks here and there. I've been with Kineo for almost a year now, but I have extensive background in the Moodle LMS and now also with Totara as well. So a little bit more about office hours. Office hours are available only to our clients as far as the 45 minutes of open floor questions. The 15-minute feature presentation we will post up on YouTube for anybody to watch if they need it. Just kind of gives them a little bit of background about Kineo and a little bit about different topics that we like to talk about. But again, the 45 minutes is only for our clients, and we ask that you come to us, bring us your questions. No questions too big, no questions too small. If I don't know the answer, I bet I know somebody who does. Another thing that you guys may have noticed as far as our new clients here, or any of our clients in the room today, is that I sent out in your emails a additional link in that email that you get every week, and that is a link to a survey. I'm asking for your suggestions as far as what you would like to see this year. We already have a pretty extensive list, but we would be glad to add your topic to the list and make sure that we discuss that and talk about it. So if you would, please go to that link right there and submit your ideas for office hours. We would be really tickled to see those. So today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about tagging courses. So a lot of times people aren't aware of it, or they don't realize why it might be beneficial and why it might be helpful. So a little bit about what it is. Course tags allow you to add common terms to multiple different courses. This works really nicely in conjunction with Totara's enhanced catalog. So the enhanced catalog, for those of you who don't know, is part of core standard Totara now, and it allows you to search for courses based on a variety of different things. And tags a lot of times are what we use to allow people to group courses using that enhanced catalog. There's also a block that goes along with it, which is really nice. And tags can also be added by learners if you want it to go that route and take it that far. But you don't have to. But typically they are managed and taken care of by the administrator, especially in a corporate type of sense and using Totara type of sense. So if you're not seeing the option, there does have to be something fancy turned on. So there are several different administrative settings that have to be adjusted and changed, and we will take a look at that next. So now that we know about it, let's talk about why it's important and why it is cool. Okay, so here is one of the examples of where you can utilize tags. This is going to be the tags block that we're seeing here on the front page. So this is going to be one use case for it. And you're going to notice that some of the words are bigger than others. The reason they're bigger than others is because more stuff is tagged with that tag. So for example, we've got a lot of new employee training. So we've got 3 courses that are tagged with new employee training. So as a result, when I click on that, that shows me all of the courses that involve new employee training. Sometimes what people will do is they'll hide the term in this description, and then they'll fix it where it's searchable at that point. I personally prefer tags because I don't have to get creative with my theme. I don't have to hide stuff. I don't have to do anything like that. I'm just using tags at this point. It's a functionality that's there. It's a functionality that's been there for a while. Just don't think a lot of people are aware of it. So let's talk about another place where it's helpful, and that is going to be in the enhanced catalog. So right now, let's see, I don't think I have it turned on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit this report. We're going to add that as a filter. I believe I have the option. So we're going to go to our filters tab on our enhanced catalog. And I'm using, and this one that we're calling competencies, that's actually another tricky workaround that we've done there. So here you're going to notice in the filters area, we've got the option for to add the tag option. So I'm going to add tag new employee, and we'll add basics in there. Just I want to see them. So we are going to save our changes. And now we're going to go back. We're going to view that enhanced catalog so you can see that in action. Okay, so now you can say tagged with new employee, yes or no. I'm going to say yes. What that's going to do is it's going to drop this menu down. Okay, so you have the ability to work it this way as well, which is really cool. So that's one option for utilizing tags. That's two, I guess, options really there that we're seeing to utilize tags. So that's all fine and dandy, but how did I do that? So let's talk about the how side of things. So to make your site work the same way, what we say that you do, and it's kind of, you know, there's different places where these settings may be located, and it may be located in a couple of different spots. For those of you who don't know, this search box, all it searches is just administrative settings. It doesn't search anything else on the site. So I'm just going to type in tag and hit search. And I wish I had Jeopardy music playing right now. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have the option to enable tags functionality. This one should be turned on your site by default. Probably it is going to already be checked. But this is the one we're more concerned about, is course tagging. So you do want to go ahead and check that box, because as you'll see here, the default for that is typically no. So it's typically turned off. Okay. What that is going to allow you to do is it's going to give you another little area inside of your course settings. And I'll show you where that is as well, but it's going to give you another little area inside those course settings where you can then say, okay, this course relates to new employee onboarding, and it also relates to health and safety, whatever it may have in common, right? So it's going to give you another section in those course settings. But the next step is going to be actually adding the tags that you want to be able to select from, because you can't just type them in the course settings. You have to already have them there and have them in place. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Site Administration, and then we are going to jump down here to Appearance. It's in a really weird spot, guys. Appearance, and then we're going to go down here to Manage Tags. Okay, so you're going to see I have all of these different tags already on my site, but you can add in additional official tags here. So we can add in, let's add in standards. And you can also do commas and add those in all at once. We can do standards, health, and then we can add official tags. And then you'll notice that these are now in the system. So we see standard and we see health up here as well. Okay, so it is going to put those into the system, and it's going to put them in, actually I'm not positive what order that's in. Sorry guys, I just asked myself a question and then answered it with I'm not real sure. So I would have to look into that as to why it put health up here at number 2 and why it put standards down here at 10. I thought at first that it might have been in alphabetical order. That's not the case. So I'm not real sure exactly what order this is in. But I could take a look and dive into that deeper if that's something that you guys are interested in. But it does show up here. If you ever want to delete those tags, and in my case I kind of do, because I don't want them showing up on my particular site, but to delete them you would check that box with selected and you can delete those. You can also change the tag type and the tag name. As far as the tag type, as far as official and default, the best documentation that I could find revolving around that is that it does need to be an official tag in order for it to show up effectively inside of the course, and for multiple people to be able to use it. I was unable to find a description as far as what the term default meant, but one thing I did notice when I was testing is that when I switched it to default, it switched it right back to official. So, you know, I'm not 100% positive there, and I dug and dug and dug in the Totara as well as the Moodle documentation, and just never really got a good explanation. But I know for a fact if you have them set as official, they will show up inside the course. So let's take a look at where they show up inside of the course now. So to get to that, I'm going to go to Courses, Manage Courses and Categories. And I'm going to go into just one of my courses here. And we'll go into this Conducting Effective Meetings course. And I'm going to go just directly into the Edit the Settings for this. So I'm going to go into Edit. And then I am going to scroll all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to click on Tags. And you'll notice here we have lots of different tags listed. These are all the tags that we just saw. So we can say Conduct. We can say Basics. We can do Intro to Sales. So anything that may apply to this course, we can go ahead and we can give it that tag. And so what's going to happen now is on our front page, so I believe I hit Intro to Sales. Notice how that got a little bit bigger because I added another entry to it because it actually has an entry now. So when I do that, here we go. Here's our Conducting Effective Meetings. And then if we go to Find Learning Courses, and I don't have that particular one, but if I do switch Finding Tagged Basics, and let me take this out. We don't want New Employee. We should see Conducting Effective Meetings appear. And there it is. Okay? All right, guys. So that is course tagging in a nutshell. It's a really cool functionality, and we actually have lots of clients who do end up using it just simply to give people the ability to search and be able to pull things back based on particular tags, for that matter. So hopefully this was helpful for you, and let us know if you have any questions, and feel free to join us again. Thanks. All right, guys, floor is open for discussion. I'm going to unmute you guys.